Tell them we ain't taking no days off. Days off, taking no days off. Boys think I'm long gone way out. Days off, no days off. You can tell them we ain't taking no days off.
Well, hello, welcome back to the Cornhole Journey. I'm Rob Price, your host, and today we are in the video podcast suite doing something different here. I've got three good friends with me, my partner, Rick Fire Ellis, and the two of the three co-founders, brothers of Bag Brothers. Welcome to the show, Jason and Adam Luce. Guys, welcome to the Cornhole Journey, our first ever video podcast interview. Welcome, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Fire, you and I go way back, so take over.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk a lot about a lot of things. So I got my co-host here, my Fire and Ice. We're just gonna chit-chat with the boys and talk about all things cornhole. So kick us off, Rick.
You know what? I think everybody wants to know. Bag Brothers, how did it start? I think you have a really good story. Mm-hmm. You want to walk us through it?
You want to take this? Or?
Well, we were playing cornhole in the backyard. We were backyard players. You know, we just started. And then when you go back then, when you first tried to get into the TCL, there was no bags. You couldn't find bags. They were always sold out, right? So we were just sitting there playing, and we're like, man, we're spending a lot of money on bags. How about we just try to make some ourselves and see what happens? And that's what we decided to do. And it kind of, we jumped in. It was either sink or swim, and you know, we had some moments where it wasn't so good when we first started out. You want to jump in on this?
So you were saying you were trying to play in TCL and the bags were too expensive, and you were trying to.
Well, so when we first started, we started from my wife used to play at one of her best friend's house, and she bought me a set of boards for my birthday. And I got Bobby and Adam and my sister and, you know, just family coming over there, and we'd start playing a lot. And so me and John L., I said, I want to go to a tournament. Never been. I thought, I'm pretty good.
Right. Backyard.
Yeah, backyard, boy.
Yeah.
You think you're all
I'm
that,
the
right?
king of the backyard.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
22 feet apart.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're buying bags off of the internet, you know, and they're trash. You know, you're looking at the picture. You don't even know what they do, you know,
Right.
the speeds or none of that stuff. You're like, oh, that's a cool bag. I'm going to get that, you know.
I started off with the Walmart bag. You remember those with the puffy smoke coming out of it?
So, yeah.
I thought those were good
When
bags.
it hits the board,
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're looking on Amazon, and you know, I'm getting my favorite college team, and you know, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, these are going to be great, you know. So we go to this tournament, and thank God it wasn't a TCL sanctioned tournament. It was just come up there and play, and that was a whole different story. Trying to get score Holio and all that. People at that club wasn't very friendly. So we was just asking different people in there, well, how do you do this? You know.
Like your first switch ever?
First switch ever.
Trying to figure it all out?
And then we get Score Holio app and pay our money and all that. And
We donated our money.
yeah.
I donate my money twice a week
Yeah.
for like 5 years.
Yeah.
So me and John L., we get, you know, we sign up. John L's my wife. Everybody don't know, but we sign up, and we're playing a father and son. Mm-hmm. And the father was 82 years old.
and a dead ringer probably killing you.
So we start, and I'm telling John Ellis,
We're going to beat these guys.
oh, this is nothing. We didn't score a point. That old man whooped my butt.
Cooked you.
Like, I couldn't do nothing, right? I'm like, and I'm aggravated now, you know, oh, this is BS. You know, I got to do better than this, you know. So I go home and I start practicing, you know. And then when we were up there, we were like, TCL, what's TCL? Like, everybody had these TCL bags. So we get online, and like you said, everything's sold out. Like, you can't hardly buy anything. In the bags that you could buy, no one was using them. They were like backyard bags, you know. So as we started playing at different tournaments, we started learning what, you know, okay, this material's a slow material, this is a faster material. So we started spending money. I mean, back then you had to buy them from somebody online, or because they were always sold out. And,
they upped the price online.
oh yeah, somebody wanted a set of Yetis. I mean, they were paying $300-$400 for a set of Yetis. You know, and we're like, man, I can't do that. You know, I mean, that's expensive. So that's where we said, wonder how hard it is just to make a bag that we would like, so we could just practice with it. You know, so our oldest brother's like, I don't know, I'll check into
And
it.
his name is Bobby, for those
Bobby.
who don't know, Bobby.
Yeah.
Yep.
He said, I'll check into it. Boy, our first bag was about 3 inches thick, and it weighed nothing. You know, he's like, that's a pound, but it's, man, you can't even bend it, you know. So we're like, oh, this ain't right. So crap load of research and everything, like hours and hours.
For everybody that don't know, in the bag industry, nobody helps anybody.
No.
Oh, you're on your own. Everyone
You're
flies solo.
absolutely
Yeah.
on it.
Figure
You
it out
gotta
yourself.
figure it out.
It's highly competitive, in other words.
And then you guys had to go through COVID, right? And you had those shipping problems with materials that you needed.
Yes.
Materials, and then, you know, they changed the pellets. You know, when we first started, when we got introduced to TCL, we started playing and we started going to TCL tournaments, and we went to our first SIG, and I thought, man, this is cool. This is awesome.
What location was that? What city? And what
That
year?
was Irving.
Okay.
Irving
That's-
was
that's-
awesome.
that's a fun spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good venue.
So when we went there, I was like, wow, look at all these people. This is amazing. How cool would it be to have us make a bag and everybody be throwing our bag? Like, you know, I'm all excited. Like, oh,
Right.
yeah, we can do this. And then I met Chad. And when I met Chad, it was like, oh, he's probably going to tell me just go on.
Right.
But he didn't. He was a great guy. I mean, talked to us for a long time, tried to help us out on different stuff. So we paid our money and got into TCL. We were excited. Yeah, we could do this. This ain't no problem. Had everything figured out, you know, the designs, you know, that we've been working on for months, you know, and material. We got everything, you know, lined out. And, boy, our first drop was what, 50 sets?
Yeah.
50
sets.
sets.
50 sets of smileys. 50 sets.
First drop was 50 sets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back then, it was on commission.
Yeah, you had to sell
consignment. It was on consignment.
So you had to sell your first 50 sets of each bag you made
Okay.
before he would start buying them, and then he would sell them. So our first 50 set of smileys, right before we was going to take them up there, I grabbed a set and I was just checking them, pulling on them. They started coming apart.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I was like, oh, we're in trouble. This guy's going to tell us just to go on, you know, like, and of course, guess who had to go talk to him?
You did.
You did.
You know? So I'm like, look, man, I don't know what's going on. He said, man, I get it. Everybody's had these problems. He said, don't give up. He said, matter of fact, I'm going to introduce you to somebody. And he brought Jordan up there, which he was the owner of Bag
Bag Daddies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great guy. Awesome guy. And he just opened one of them bags. He said, this is your problem. And after that, we rocked on for a while, and then we started having problems with the pellets. You know, everybody was buying a certain pellet, and you know, when COVID hit and all that stuff, they couldn't get certain pellets anymore. So everybody was having different problems, and you know, we introduced the dreads.
Yes.
We introduced the dreads, and we had a bunch of the old pellets, and oh man, this is a great bag. Everybody's gonna love this.
Everybody
bag.
loved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of times, any bag that we did, we'd take it up to the tournaments and let people throw them, and, you know, they loved it. And then, right before we started making it, we got a new shipment of pellets in. It was completely different.
Really?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was on a cruise.
Oh.
Right, and I come back, and I'm like,
I had them all made.
he had them all made, and I picked one up, and it was like a brick. I'm like, Adam,
Did you know it was the wrong pellet?
Well, not as much as he did. I don't throw as much as he does. So.
Well, how'd that conversation go?
I said, this ain't gonna work.
That nicely?
No, it wasn't that nice.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so that's been some of the heartburns, and you know, people don't realize when we first started, my mom was helping us sew bags.
We were hand sewing everything
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
with
That
just a
is-
sewing machine.
Wow.
That is at
So
the base level of your business now. That you're hand sewing these things. You've got the machines now, obviously, right?
Yeah.
yeah, the big industrial.
Now, that just
machines.
speaks to your tenacity to just stay with it, figure it out, solve the problem, move on. New problem, solve it, move on. And the fact that you're stitching them yourself and doing it hand, that just speaks to your dedication to seeing this thing through to where now you're one of the top, 3 or 4 bag makers, I think, in TCL. Would that be fair to say? I mean, we can mention some other names,
Yeah,
but
I
you
mean,
guys are right up
yeah,
there.
We're pretty close to the
Yeah.
top, I think.
Before we move on, I want to let our audience know that you've grown from about a dozen or so players at the Shreveport 2022, I think, SIG, I'm guessing, until now you've got a lot. And I want to actually let our viewers see the current list you'll see on the ticker. You've got a lot of players now, and we'll be seeing these names throughout the rest of the broadcast. I mean, dozens and dozens of names. Talk about your philosophy from moving from just a handful of 14 players 2-3 years ago to, I don't know how many you have. It's got to be 50 plus names of people that they are Bag Brothers sponsored players. Why'd you go that route? As we see some of the names on the ticker.
So when we first started this, we got a lot of the close friends, you know, Rick, Rob, people that we knew, and we thought of that as a family, you know. And then somebody asked me, why are you getting all these low-level players? Because I think we picked y'all up when y'all was, what, D's?
We were high C, low B. We threw
We're still high C, low B.
we threw this this bag right here. Well, your version of it. This
Oh, I should've
smiley.
brought
Let me
it.
take my graphic up here. We threw this bag right here, the smiley, before. I think we weren't even sponsored by these fellas yet, or we were about to be. But we won a SIG with the smiley. And right after that,
Yeah, so
You-
Rick
you
Rick
picked us
was
up.
sponsored, and we hadn't sponsored you.
not me yet. So
They were right there in the crowd. You don't remember them? Right there.
it was
were.
dozens
In
of
the
people there
crowd.
cheering for us.
They were
it,
right
was,
there.
It was electric. But this was the bag that started all of it
Like
right
a
here.
family.
Yeah.
And so when I won with this, and I guess you've just been picked up, I'm like, sign me up, because we just won with this bag. And then you start giving us dreads and many other the Psycho Circuses, and the list goes on. I got all my bags over here too. So, but you've led us some pretty big, big fish too. You got some lower, newer players, some seasoned D's, plus a couple of really elite players. So let's talk about all those.
So when we first got into this, I wanted to get the lower level players. Everybody asked me why. Well, if you get these lower level guys and they grow with your company, they're going to be dedicated with you. you know. So, and like I was telling Adam, we had all these lower level guys that are B's and A's, and some of them are elite players now that started with us. And I told him, I said, in 2 years, all these guys that are D's and C's are going to be A's and elite players. And everybody's going to look around and go, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Bag Brothers is up here in
All the time.
everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was my philosophy behind it. As a growing the team, man, I want to say Jace, Mike, Chabo down south. We picked them up in Louisiana also. And they introduced us to a lot of people. Great guys. Can't say enough about them.
Yeah.
They're part of the family, you know. And I always want to keep going back to family. I try to do everything I can for players. And I want people to know that, guys, we don't even take a income out of Bag Brothers. We put it right back into Bag Brothers for our sponsored players and the stuff that we do, because we want to keep growing. We want to keep growing the sport. I want to see it get in high schools.
Right.
You know, we've talked to different high schools, and you know, they got to have a coach to teach that. It's almost like a fishing club or anything like that. You got to have it's just getting the dedication out there and growing the sport. So as many people as we can get on our team, I think the better. You know, I support all these guys on our team. You know, it kind of stinks because a lot of times I'm at SIG and I don't get to go watch as much as I want to some of these guys play.
Let's walk through your website. It's got some pretty cool content on it. Walk us through the highlights of your website so we can learn. You got bags, you got apparel, cornhole gear, mini cornhole bags. What are some of the highlights of this website that you're so proud of? Look at some of these bags. These are looking like fresh designs, too. Are these all new designs?
Those are some of the past designs that we've done. So we put them onto the non-stamp part of the website.
I see that now, non-stamp. Okay, yeah.
And we do sell quite a bit of non-stamp bags.
Does Chris Gore do a lot of your design work, or have you expanded to some other people as well besides Core and Chris?
To be honest with you, Jason does most of the designs, and
You do
Chris
most? Okay.
Chris helps out quite a bit as well.
You got some keychains, and I love, of course, all the shirts and jackets and the swag and things like that. Mini cornhole, is there a market you seeing in the mini cornhole?
Man, we thought it
Landscape?
was really going to take off.
It did not.
And it didn't. It just kind of fell out. We were even trying to get some tournaments started with the mini cornhole bags and
Yeah.
boards.
You had some cool mini cornhole boards.
Yeah, it were,
You were selling those.
yeah.
I want to get back
and
to
a lot of people don't know. We make boards, mini boards. I mean, we make everything to do with cornhole. So
This is one of my favorite graphics. I know it's a couple years old. That's one of my favorites.
yeah,
That is just so awesome.
I like it too. I want to get back to, because it looked like Chad was in your corner the whole time.
yeah, it really was.
And then he really helped you. He inspired you. And then the work that you've been doing, you know, your place that you have now that has an AC, but it didn't have an AC.
No, it did not.
The grind. I mean, no AC, putting
So-
together hundreds of bags. When-
So what, you know, when we first started, I mean, it was summertime, right? If I remember right.
Yes.
So when I built that shop, I thought, okay, we need a big shop we can all go into, knock some stuff out.
Yeah.
But I didn't put AC in it or anything. We just had some big fans, and I'll tell you what, when it was 100 degrees outside, it was 130 inside.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
And when you sublimate a bag, you got these big heaters going on, the heat presses.
Yes.
And
Sounds like a good time.
Right in your face.
Yeah.
Your hands are burning.
When was the moment you realized that this could be more than a hobby, turning into a business?
Good question.
And is it becoming more of a business? Because you guys put everything back into it, but is it paying for itself? Because eventually,
Yeah,
it'll
when we
have to do
first
that.
started, it was a lot of money after money after money out of our pockets. I mean, we all have full-time jobs, so when we get a lot of orders or whatever, we're like, oh, man, we got to go home and work some more, The one guy that I say always helps and always there is Joseph Hernandez. He's always in the shop, willing to do anything. I mean, he's a great guy.
He's at the booth all the time as well.
Yes.
With the booth
Yeah.
at SIGs.
He helps us cut material. He helps us sublimate. It's anything we ask him to do, he helps us do it.
Yeah.
And countless other players that
Yeah,
come over and
there's-
help as well.
We've had several players over there that helps, and but it helps because he lives
Two or
4
three- yeah, 2 or
4
3
miles
minutes.
maybe at the most.
That does help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll call him and say, hey, I need your help. All right, I'll be there in a minute. So that turned into something great for us. I mean,
Yeah, and that's a great player too. He's
Oh,
on the
yeah.
up for sure.
and he helps us a lot with the bags, the different types of pellets that makes the bag roll, or there's a science to all that stuff. I would buy numerous bags, ACL bags or whatever's the hot bag out, and I would just
Dismantle it.
We would.
dismantle it. I'd be like, oh well, here goes $120.
Right.
I'm just gonna tear this apart and see what's in it and how it's everything. So yeah, it's been fun.
With all that, what are the lessons that you've learned that shaped how you do business today?
Just the different types of pellets and how to slow down a bag, or a lot of it's like breaking in, how people break in their bags. I've heard of people running over the bags, or dragging them down the road, and I'm like, hey guys, really, you don't have to do that. Honestly, just throw the bag. Honestly,
Talk about. There's one player that we all know his name, and I'm just curious how you landed him. If you could share the story, former #1 player of the world.
JBJ.
We're talking about JBJ.
Is that him?
Justin Burton Jr. Of course, his just had a kiddo. His sweet fiance, I think, Karen Rodriguez, have joined the team. That's a pretty big fish you landed, and we're all excited about that. But just walk us through quickly how that conversation went and how he was able to make that shift and join the Bag Brothers team.
so kinfolk reached out to me. Everybody knows Roger. Roger reached out to me and said, hey, I don't think he's throwing with the former bag company that he was throwing with. He said, you might want to talk to him. So I went up and I was talking to Karen, which she's a great person. I mean, she's really funny, just a great person to be around. And I just started talking to her, about, you think he'd want to come over to our team? And she said, absolutely. She said the kinfolk and the Bag Brothers family has a lot of support, and we would love to do that. So I talked to Justin for a little bit, and he's a great guy. He's a little shy. You kind of got to get him out of his shell. Once he's out of his shell, he's a really funny guy. He's great to be around.
We got to ask what bags is he primarily throwing, or are maybe there's multiple bags he's primarily
He
throwing?
throws the Boss.
That's my favorite bag right now, too.
What bag do you throw, Rob?
I love the Boss right now. That's my main bag.
Yeah.
Step up then.
I got to. So it's obviously the player, not the bag. I need to step up.
Ditto.
Do you have just hearing people talk, do you have 1 or 2 bags right now that does seem to stand out? Is it still the Dreads, which is the old standby? Is it the Boss? Now the Warriors are fast bag, but it's popular. Or like where are we at when like your top maybe 1 or 2 bags are selling out and getting talk?
The top bag right now is the Boss. That is our #1 seller. And then close behind it would be.
Well, you have some here. Do you have some there, Jason?
I
think I
do.
may have one here somewhere.
So this is stuff that I made myself because it seems like every time I go to a tournament or go to a SIG, everybody likes to take off of my bags.
Really?
Can I borrow them? And I never see them
They
again.
gone.
So I make certain designs that other people just don't have. So
Show that camera right there. These bags.
this is
There you go.
this is
There
my
you go. There we
personal
go.
boss bags, and I don't know if everybody knows the saying, but
That's
anyways,
good.
Yeah.
What's a close second?
The close second would be the dread still.
The dreads.
You
Yeah,
have that over there. The
they
latest
are
one.
my second favorite as well.
I do, right here. And there's a.
Do you have a dread?
I've thrown this one. Let me get back to mine so you can see this. This is going to be crazy. I've thrown this dread so much that all 4 bags now have got a little. They're just the back sides. Not because the quality has been great. I've thrown them so much. We have thrown them so much that they're veteran bags with some scars.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they still are
Yeah.
wonderful bags. But yeah. For a while there, they were our favorite.
Did you show the camera?
They could see it. I think so. There you go, right there.
Yeah.
Look at that. I love these guys. The boss, the Fire and Ice boss. We love the boss. The
Show 'em
boss.
the Fire and Ice boss
is
again.
the boss.
Limited edition.
Boss is the boss.
Yep.
Yeah.
Limited.
And that's the latest bag you guys sent me. Love this. I threw this just 2 days ago. Love the boss. So
The team bag.
it's good spot.
It looks like the cornhole community is very important to you and the family. I see you at switches. You're there representing. You say you don't get out on the courts too much, but when people are having those important games, I see both you guys out there trying to root everybody on.
Oh yeah.
Try to.
Yeah.
I know it's important, but
Sometimes-
how do you give? And you guys give back a lot too, right?
Yes. Sometimes though, when we go watching players, it seems like they get nervous and they start messing up.
I do.
So
Yeah.
we kind of stay in the background as much as we can.
Yeah.
When I
Try
see-
to hide, and then when they see me, they're like, "Go away."
When I see Jason staring at me, no facial expression, I'm like, I better do good. I better do good.
But I want everybody to have fun, and that's the biggest thing with us is it's not so much winning. It's great when everybody wins. I mean, it's like, oh yeah, we did great this weekend. And if everybody lost, it was still we did great this weekend because we got to see everybody and all that. And it's more of a push our brand. I'm never gonna just say, hey, you know what, we're done with you because you can't win. You know,
Right.
That's
That's not what it's about.
no. I want everybody to have fun. You got into this sport to have fun and meet people. I mean, I've met a lot of great people.
My wife has told me the same thing. She said, Rob, the game of cornhole has changed your life for a good way. You've met so many new, wonderful friends.
You're welcome.
Including at the
You're
top of the
welcome.
list, my guy, my next door neighbor, basically. But to your point, there are people, I'm involved in my local church where I work here at school. I got my students, I got my family, I got neighbors. But cornhole opened up a whole new world of being social and being
Yeah.
friendly and Facebook friends, and I've gone to visit people in the hospital who I hear are sick and go hang out with them and encourage them. It's bigger than just the game of cornhole, and that's what I think
It
Bag
really
Brothers is trying to do.
Yeah.
You can tell by around your tent when you have a tent at an event.
Oh yeah.
It is buzzing.
Yeah.
It's not everybody's winning. It's
No,
everybody's having a good
it's-
time.
everybody's having
Yes.
fun.
Everybody loves one another. They're encouraging.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
It's-
definitely tell.
And when we bring somebody new on, it's
very welcoming.
It's very welcoming, and we're trying to get to know everybody. But like I said, it's been a crazy couple years. I mean, but I've enjoyed every bit of it. It's been a lot of fun.
It seems like
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
You
It
go-
seems
you
like
jump in there.
you're at the top of the game right now. I'm not saying there's still a lot of room, but from everything that you've done, Bag Brothers brand is stronger than ever.
Yeah.
I see it on the boards, people wearing the merch, just talking about it, the hype at switches. How do you guys feel about that? I mean, all the work that you've done, you can literally see it and feel it at those big events.
It feels great. It feels good in your heart. When we first started, we were like, I don't know if this is going to work out.
Yeah.
You know, nobody wants to try anything new, especially in a game. You know,
Right.
so the people that started trying our bags and they actually started loving them, it was we thank y'all,
Yeah.
because we wouldn't be anywhere without.
It's
all
our
of it.
it's our fan base and our
Yeah.
players and just the communities, and that's what I was saying about, we have players from down south, we have players by Austin, we have players everywhere now, and it is great to see that. I wish we could get down there more and root on some of these guys, and
Their switches and things like that.
yeah.
When I play Switch, the moment where you walk up to the partner, hey, what bags you throwing? I'm now, it used to be like, whatever you got, because I was so new. Now I'm like, can we throw the boss? You mind throw the boss? You mind throw the dreads? I brought these tonight. And so I'm pushing.
Yeah.
I want other people to throw our bags so they
Right.
can experience it. And
Yeah.
if they win, it's almost like free advertising. And people have bought bags after playing with my bags. It's happened before. In fact, I've
Right.
sold one set to somebody because they liked them so much. So just that shift from going, and you don't want to be rude to people at a Switch,
No,
but
no.
I'm in that one moment where you're like, what do we do? I almost always exclusively offer, well, I got the bosses tonight. I got the smileys. The boards are running fast. Let's throw the smileys. So
Yeah.
I think we all can benefit from doing that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's great.
Rick, what about the future state of cornhole in your opinion? Do you think, or maybe you can ask these guys your thoughts about the game, where it's going in the future, in the next 1 or 2 years? Have we plateaued as a game, or not? Take Bag Brothers aside, but just the game itself. Where do you think we're at?
Do you want me to give you my thoughts?
I'm interviewing you now. I
From
want
here?
I want these guys to pop in. So Bag Brothers, we can still talk about that, but let's get bigger and talk about the game itself, nationally, locally. Where are we at as a state of the cornhole game?
I think people who get into cornhole, they love it. When they first start, they just fall in love with it, like you guys did. You just fell in. You went to one tournament, you got beat up by an old man and his son,
Right.
and you're like, okay, we're gonna make a company.
Yeah.
I think that happens, right? We fall in love, but we get to a point where we're plateauing,
Yes.
and that plateau is where the people kick in. If you don't have the people surrounding you and encouraging
Yeah.
you,
If you don't have the family and
it might be discouraging.
in the
Absolutely,
in the
yeah.
kinfolk group, and
Yeah.
kinfolk's huge. It's Roger helped us out when we first started, and I love that guy to death. He's always had our back. He's been there.
He
through
is the
everything.
salt of the earth. Him and his family are just
100%.
Yeah.
fabulous people.
100%.
Rob, can you share what kinfolk is and who Roger is to your 564 fans?
564,000 fans?
I'm sorry, yes, 1,000. Because not everybody knows kinfolk, but like we do. Like
But-
we're thinking everybody
But
knows.
like you said, you got to have that group around you to
Of course,
keep
yeah.
encouraging, to keep pushing. Hey, you're not going to win every game.
I'll
People
tell you
need
when
to-
I felt it. It was when we won a SIG, and it happened so fast. We were in the losers bracket, and we started winning, and next thing you know, we're down to like the final 6, final 5, and everyone's watching these games, and suddenly we get pulled over to the main stage. You and I do, and it's at Mesquite. It's late at night. The drinks are flowing. People are having a good time.
Not us.
But not us. And we kind of worked our way through the crowd, and everyone's like, "Here comes Rob and Rick," and the amount of kinfolk people, they were stacked 2 or 3
yeah.
deep. Every single bag. I get chills thinking about just cheering us on. We would not have won that SIG without the direct encouragement of the kinfolk family there. And Bag Brothers was already there, but we could feel it
Yeah, for
in that
sure.
moment. So it does make a difference, and we do feel like we're part of that family.
Right. I do have a suggestion for Chad if you're listening. Can we separate the B's and A's? Give me a little wiggle room,
Okay, talk about this. This is his theory he presented. He thinks there's a reason why the
Because
game is plateauing some.
Nobody, when you go to those SIGs, right, nobody can win anymore. The top players, I mean, you can, but it seems like the
It's
top
usually
players,
the top all the time.
Yeah.
Top same people.
and so a B player is a 10-5 or a 7-5. That's a huge difference between,
Oh, it's a big difference.
B players, right? But you also have D players throwing 10s.
Exactly.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about sandbaggers. I'm just saying general, right? Can we add a tier? Even though they break it up into 3, can we add a tier in there?
Chad Jacobson.
B plus.
If you're watching this, Chad Jacobson. Attention, Chad Jacobson. This is on you,
Yeah.
buddy.
So in my mind, what I think, a lot of these guys are not going to go to a SIG to lose because there's a lot of money involved. You got to get a room, you got to travel, you got to do all this. So you're going there to win, right? I think after that SIG, whatever you threw is the level you play on at the next SIG. So if you're a D player and you throw a 10-5, guess what?
You're playing A.
You're an A player for the next SIG. I think that would stop a lot of that.
That is a really good idea. Really, for sure.
I mean, yeah. You're not, like you said,
you're locked in.
Going,
and I understand that people get on a roll, but, I might get on a roll for 1 or 2, 3 games at the most, but you're consistently all day throwing over a 10, come on.
Yeah, you're not a D.
You're not
a C.
Player. You're not a C.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think if you throw whatever you throw at the end of that SIG, and there's just going to be people say, oh, well, I already got knocked out. I might as well tank this or whatever.
Yeah, one game and then they're going to tank the rest.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's no great science to it. So I feel bad for Chad and TCL because they have to wade through all this,
Right.
So it's a headache.
They probably heard it all already.
Oh, yeah.
I have to say, I've been to all the TCL, TCO,
ACL. You've been to all 3.
ABC.
We've been to all 3.
Yeah. TCL, to me, has the best hype, the best format,
I've heard that.
the best people around. When you're a D and you're in the final, there's hundreds of people watching you. It's not just one level. It's all different levels.
Right.
I mean, there is the vibe. They have a great vibe there. And you can tell, like, it gets sold out pretty quickly. I think it is great.
Yeah.
Just fix the ABCD, please.
Yeah.
Any other final thoughts or questions you want to ask Mr. Fire Ellis before we say goodbye and close this thing out?
Oh, we're saying bye already?
Well, we've been talking for 40 minutes. This has gone by like lightning. We've been talking for 40 minutes. But anything you guys want to add at all that we didn't talk about Cornhole or Kinfolk or Bag Brothers?
This next season, what I'm wanting to do with the Bag Brothers team is something that we've been thinking about and kicking around. I want to have a Bag Brothers team, and then I want to have a Bag Brothers elite team.
Explain more.
And to be on an elite team, you're A or above. Everybody else is. I mean, I think if we push that elite team, you're gonna have people wanting to be on that elite team because it's gonna be a different type of jersey. It's gonna be It's
more incentive.
More incentive.
I think that's a great idea. Anytime you put a challenge in front of somebody who's close, and wants to represent or just wants to feel accomplished, they're going to want to be on that elite team. What does it take?
Yeah, what's it take?
Yeah.
Rob, we got to step
let's
up.
go. I'm ready to step. We got boards right out here in the hallway.
We got to be an elite, not a delete. You know what I mean?
when we're delete. That's a good one. Yeah. When we're done, we'll show the fellas where we go throw at. From this location, we throw hours at a time, about 50 feet from here down the hallway.
Really?
We put in countless hours last couple of years. This is where we practice at. So
that's awesome.
We need to get back at it, get to that elite level.
Yeah.
That's something that we've been thinking about and wanting to do.
Yeah, I love it.
I just think it's encouraging for, the younger players and the people that's been playing. And like I said, when we first started, we all had D's and C's and E players. I mean, and we just watch everybody evolve in the last 2 years. I mean, it's been amazing, really. Just
I
to
think
watch
you
people
saying that
grow
half
in
an
the
hour
sport.
ago was one of the most important things you said all this whole broadcast was the fact that you're gathering players who like the game, regardless of their level, because if they stay at it, they're not going to stay at a D or a C or even a B. They're going to one day, maybe give them 2 years, they're going to be like the Dayton Worleys and the Liam Fernandezes. These kids and older people who are just like rising up, and there may come a day 2 years from now when Bag Brothers just dominates across the board podiums at the highest levels because you have so many players you invested in years ago when they were at C and D and lower B.
Right.
So hats off to you guys
I
for
mean,
seeing
you
that
take-
ahead of time.
You take somebody like Chris Gore. We picked him up in Louisiana.
Yeah.
And-
You were part of that.
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's an
And I
A.
said, Rob, I just bought these bags at the store. Go give them to somebody that you
Right.
think might want to be on the team.
Yeah.
Boom.
And what'd he do?
Yeah, you went and found Chris.
Chris
actually.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you found him.
And you brought him over to the tent, and we added him to the team right then.
He was
Yeah.
throwing a brand new set of Smileys, right?
I think he was, yeah.
Yeah.
He just got from the store that day.
He likes faster bags now.
Yeah.
He was my partner 2 nights ago.
Oh, yeah.
Did you win?
We did no. He said it's because he podiumed. We did not.
Did you podium?
We got 4th or 5th.
I did.
You got 3rd. You
I
beat.
did.
You knocked it. Did you knock us out?
I did.
You knocked us out.
Yeah, I remember we played against each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah. We actually threw against each other.
We did. It was so fun.
Fire versus ice.
But yeah, you take somebody like Chris that started when he was a D player, and look at him now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Solid
he's
A.
a
Solid A.
solid A
Carried me.
player.
Oh, yeah.
He's at that elite now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just this last SIG, I watched him play JBJ. You know, and I was like, wow, Bag Brothers playing Bag Brothers. Look at this.
That's awesome.
You know, on the elite level. It's pretty amazing when you start seeing that stuff.
I want to get there, Rob. Help me
I
out.
do too. We do help each other.
I think they keep it a secret, all the elite players. They don't want to teach us.
Yeah, there's something they're not telling us.
Yeah, what
And
are they not
We
telling
figured out
us?
there's a grip release or something they're holding back. We think it's all in the mind at this point because we have all the shots. We've thrown in this building so many times. We've hit all the great shots, tough shots, cuts, air mails, drags, collects. But can you do it time and time and time and time? And just, again, it's the consistency. It's the same thing or close enough. That is the rub of corner because our skills are there, but they're not there on command every time. They're command like 40% of the time, not 90% of the time. And that's what makes the difference between an elite player and like a B. in my opinion.
Yeah.
So it's all up here.
So one last question from me is,
Yep.
you're talking to the people who've never tried Bag Brother bags. You know, what would you want them to know about the brand, the bag, and the people?
I would just say, like, you know, it's not only about the bag; it's about the people that stand behind you,
The community.
the community part of it, the bag itself. I mean, how many times we just replaced a whole set of bags? You know, that they say, "Hey, I got this snagged up," or whatever. I lost one of my bags at SIG. You know, we ain't gonna do that for everybody, but you know, it's part of the family, and we care about these people. So, like I said, it's the people that stand behind everybody. It's our team that pushes each other. We have a thread, you know, y'all guys are on it, and they'll just cut up for hours on that stuff. And
I know.
you know, it's like ding, ding, ding. I'm like, oh Lord.
I
But
know.
some of the stuff's real funny, and then you know they get serious and start talking about other stuff. You know, it's pretty cool. It really is.
We're on 2 threads, though, because we have Bad Babes.
Bad Babes. We didn't touch on Bad Babes.
Touch on it.
So
Go.
Bad Babes. I think there's a market, especially with the graphics and the design, and
Yes.
we have Girls Throw too. And is there anyone else in that
Not
market?
that I know of.
No.
Yeah. What's going on with that?
So we started this
It's
mid last year.
Yeah, it's probably been a year now.
Yeah.
I guess.
Slowly growing that. And the ladies that we have on there, they just kill it. They really do.
They are passionate about playing. They are 100%.
They're passionate about the brand,
Yeah.
Yes.
and that's nice.
I did see they had a lot of merch one year or one SIG, and it sold out pretty quickly.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying, like, it didn't. Then it stalled. I mean, we're going to have a tent. We're going to have more bags. I don't know how that process goes, but I do think the public would love to see some more.
Yes.
All right. Thanks again for watching this episode of the Cornhole Journey. We'll try to do some more of this with some more video
Yes.
podcasts with maybe some Bag Brother players in the future. So anyway, all right. God bless. Take care.